Good afternoon everyone, welcome to a brand new vlog here from Buddy's Bar in Los Cristianos. So a little bit of an update for you all. We're going to show you everything that's gone on in the bar and we're going to discuss what it's been like owning a bar and having it open for a whole year.
I can't believe it's been a year already, it's crazy.
We've been open for a whole year now, so I thought we'd come back with a little bit of a video. We'll be showing you some of the bits that we've done. We'll show you a lot of the images and footage of the old bar as well. If you remember those vlogs, there is a whole series on where we refurbished everything in the bar, tiling, whole new bar built. We vlogged the whole process. Well, I thought I'd jump back on 1 year in and we'll discuss how it's gone. Has it gone well? The ups, the downs, the things we've struggled with, the things we've enjoyed. We'll go through all that. We'll also show you how well the bar's held up in terms of decor, tiles, the furniture. And we'll have a little bit of an explore of the bar. So if you haven't seen Buddy's before, there is a whole playlist on this place getting refurbished. And if you have popped in for a drink, thank you very much. But yeah, well, let's start off having a little bit of a show around and we'll show you exactly how everything's held up for the last year. So starting off then with the signs outside, and they've held up very well. There's been the occasion where the little LED has come out, but the sign company came back and glued it all back in place. This sign as well, holding up nicely. I have done plenty of touching up, but overall, our tiles and everything, it's not been cleaned yet for today. But everything's held up really well. The tiles haven't chipped. A few people commented saying, oh, those tiles are going to chip and get scratch marks. They've all stayed absolutely fantastic. The wall art as well. Now, I am planning on this year changing this wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be the same design. Might be slightly different, but I want to change what's written here and we're going to change it. I think, looking back on it, I love the quote and everything, but it is just too long. It's a bit too wordy. I want to change it to something else.
Okay.
So that was always the great idea with these walls, is we can change them. I'm happy with this, with the Buddies. I might also get something 3D like that on this wall here.
Yeah.
But that was always the beauty of it. I can get these restickered and changed any time that I want, which is good. So there's constantly touch-up painting to do all the time. Constantly on with that, keeping things touched up. But the furniture, for example, these chairs, they were an expensive investment when we bought them, but they've held up really, really well. There's like tiny little dinks in here, but
things that you can't help unless you're going to put the chairs on, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're stacking dinks and stuff, and people's watches and stuff, but they've held up so well. There's not a single chair that is damaged or anything like that, so they were well worth the money. The tables as well, all absolutely spot on. There's nothing on them either.
No,
and we stack them. All of the tables are absolutely perfect. So again, well worth the money, the extra price.
Yes.
Other little things that we've had, all the TVs are all the same.
Yeah, you can't see, but again, this wall just gets battered. We've touched this up already.
Oh, about 10 times.
Yeah, it just gets
constant,
battered.
yeah.
So that's the only part of the barn that really does take a hammering.
Yeah.
Everything else is fine, but they just get battered.
What we'd like to do, the thing is, so many of you have great ideas, and we come up with a lot of great ideas as well. But it's getting someone to implement them. It's not as easy as the UK. So loads of you said, get a bit of clear perspex on there. Great idea. Stops the wall getting damaged. So you have your clear perspex. Finding where to get the perspex from. Get it cut. Getting someone to fit it.
Because we've got a handyman. He built this bar. Trying to get him in here. I've been trying to get him from September. And he finally come last week, done what he needed to do, so he needs to put that speaker back up.
Yeah, someone...
the computer guys broke it.
So yeah, they brought us a new one, didn't they?
He had to fix the bathroom lights, and then I was like, please, I need a speed rail. And I've been begging him, he's like, it's not so easy because you've got to make it. I was like, I know, and if I could make it myself, I would, but I can't weld.
Yeah, we're desperate for a welder to build us a speed rail, the electrician and things. So loads of you got great ideas, but Tenerife at the moment, builders and everything, inundated, mad busy. If you say, for example, you want your bathroom doing, it's a year wait to get a builder to do a bathroom.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
But he said he is going to build me one. It just depends how long it's going to take, because it's a small little bar. Like you said, we weren't allowed to change anything about it, and we didn't realise how popular the cocktails would be.
So yeah, when you're making so many cocktails like we do, we need to make sure the staff can be as speedy as possible, basically.
And as comfortable as possible. So he said he would make one to just slot on this dump fridge, and that'll be amazing. He just needs to make it.
That's getting it in, getting it made. With that speed of the cocktails, like we mentioned, we have, as you can see, we bought extra jugs for the blender. Believe it or not, one of those jugs is €250 a slot.
It's expensive, really expensive.
I don't know what they're up to out here. They're putting some form of drain lines in and stuff. Let me shut this door. The sound of that is driving me crazy.
Yeah, so this is our third blender. The first blender we got was just awful. Couldn't do a single thing. The second blender we got was really good, but it wasn't the grade that this was. So over time, when it slots and rotates, wore down. So it still works. And if you had to my house, it'd be fine, but for this, not good enough.
The bar, we were constantly knocking the cocktails out. That's a silencer one as well. So the lid comes down and it's quite quiet. But 4 jugs, so you can just constantly be on the go. Once one jug is made, like strawberry daiquiri, you can grab another jug for constant.
We've also got new taps because it was just too much having a big Dorado tap on this corner and then having 2 taps here. So what we've done was we got a big 3 tap, moved it over to here, and we then got a Dorado on the outside so that we could just quickly make a pint.
Yeah,
that's helped things a lot. So there's like 10 cocktails going on, somebody just wants a pint, you just quickly make 4 and give it to them, cross it off the list, and then go. Yeah.
It's like I can easily reach around, do a quick Dorado and crack on. So that was one thing we waited ages for, to move the pumps. Nothing else particularly majorly that's changed really. Everything's held up really well. We got the fan put in. The main thing is, and we've already done vlogs on this, is constantly touching up the paintwork. And my word, on this camera, Laura, it looks horrendous. When you look through the camera screen,
oh my God,
it looks really bad. So we will be getting the paint out and going over everything.
You just can't clean off.
No.
So we do overnight. We make sure we clean that side of it every single night because that gets dirty. And then every now and again we do clean this wall because it does need cleaning.
So it's constantly touching up with the paintwork, which is a constant job, constantly deep cleaning and everything as well. Over the 12 months we did get various different bits of merch, like the cocktail glass that's engraved. We've got these personalised bottles and glasses now as well.
So now home to whatever the staff put in them.
Staff put bits in them. And then you've got, of course, our tokens, which are basically full. Some of these are starting to double up now, so this is basically full. What we want to do is get another one of these or empty this and make another one.
I just don't know how to empty it.
It unscrews. Okay. So you undo the screws and we can empty it. And then those tokens in there, they're going to stay in the bar forever. So we're thinking of getting something downstairs here on the wall.
You can always see your tokens.
Or we might literally just move that down there and start a whole new one with a different design. We're not sure yet, but it's basically full. It's starting to double up now. So we do need to empty it and get those moved and put into something. A few people suggested putting them on like a tabletop and lacquering them in and stuff, but
if I have the old tables, but I've got new tables, so no chance.
No, we'll think of something nice to do with them. They're not going to be going from the bar.
No, they're going to be staying. They're our memories as well as your memories.
I mean, the bathrooms downstairs all held up well. Upstairs, flower walls all spot on and everything.
Everything's held up well.
The one, so in terms of struggles then?
The main struggle was, the 2 main struggles was me getting a rest, because I was weeks and I was working 7 days a week, like some days 14 hours a day, and I was just exhausted, burnt out.
So what have we found really good and what have we found very, very difficult? So starting off with difficulties, the main thing that we've struggled with over the last 12 months was staff. Very, very hard. Now, I knew when we got the bar, everyone was saying it's going to be really hard. Staff. And I was sort of a bit naive with it because I thought, well, I never struggle to get staff in with the cars. I can always keep my staff. I look after them. Some employment styles of others are different to mine. So I was like, oh, we'll be fine. We'll look after them and I can keep them. Totally different ball game with bar and restaurant work. So that was one thing we've had to adapt to for the last 12 months is what makes people tick in my office with the cars does not make people tick in the bar and restaurant industry. It's just totally different, and just the bar and restaurant industry itself in general at the moment, a lot of people just don't want to work in it. They don't seem to want to work in it, so it's been very hard getting the right staff. A lot of people go, oh, you're constantly looking for staff, and that's because we won't just accept anyone. We won't accept people that drink on the job. We won't accept people that do the drugs and then
with bad attitudes.
Yeah, people who don't want to graft as well, if you want to mope around. So it's getting the right fit. We want everyone to be looked after. You know, sometimes it's easy to get staff that just want to be like robots, but we don't want that. We want the staff to interact with you all when you come in, and you know, if Laura's not here, you're going to have some lovely staff in here anyway, chatting with you, talking about Tenerife.
And we've all got to gel together. That's really important. So we've all got to gel together. We've all got to be friendly at least, and be able to work with each other and take criticism or take, not orders, but somebody say, can you do this for me? Yeah, that's fine, I'll do it for you. Because even I say, whoever's on the bar, if they need something, you get it. And even if you have to tell me to do it, I get it for you. That is the general rule in here. No one's the boss. But if you're on the bar and you need something, we get it for you because you're just too busy. So
again, we found it, I find this as well a lot anyway, being young, with the cars various over the years. We've had a few staff where they just cannot accept taking instruction from Laura because because you're a young girl. They're like, I'm not having this young girl telling me what to do.
I've been doing this for 20 years. I know what to do. I'm like, that's fine, but I'm the boss.
Yeah, so it's been very difficult with staff. We've got an amazing team together now. Yeah. It's taken a good 9 months to get there.
All women.
The last few months have been fantastic. Really good team of people we like, with the right attitude and the right work ethic and showing up on time. You know, we didn't want people coming in hungover. There's some people wanted to have drinks on the job and have the odd drink on the job. I'm like, no.
No, I do allow that, but later on in the evening.
Not on the job, not on the shift.
No, not really. But in the evening, we'll have a little cheeky drink at the end of the night, just to make it nice. Yeah.
At the very end of the shift, not during the shift, is the point. You can't have people walking around like after a few bevies. So at the end of the shift, if they want to have a drink, they can. Ours don't anyway. And they like to finish up the work and get home and chill. Yeah,
or they take a drink to go, a bottle of beer to go. That's what they like to do as well.
Yeah, take one home, but not drinking during the shift and stuff. We then moved on. Aside from staff, that was the difficulty bit, but we've sort of adapted now. We know what makes people tick, and we're one of the highest paying bars in Los Cristianos now as well. Looking after them in different ways. But yeah, it was a bit of a learning curve. Totally attitudes to my industry and car rental. Totally different. Attitudes are different, and what people want out of the job are completely different to what they want out of your job. Again, so yeah, really good. But we've all learned, we all work together. I've learned to embrace people's individuality and what they're good at, and use that and help them where they're weaker. So it's spotting their strengths. So there's a couple of staff that their strength is definitely not the cocktails. We've tried them on it, trained them on it, and they just don't like doing them, can't grasp it. So that's fine. We play to their other strengths, which is being with the people, serving, being bubbly and all of that, and stock and things like that.
People who are amazing at cocktails,
they're right on there in the bar.
Making the cocktails, because you've got to remember that people like making cocktails, people don't like making them, so the people who like making them.
Yeah, and they help us design new ones and come up with ideas. But yeah, the bar and restaurant industry, the way it is, and that they know that they can come in here, have the job, and if they don't like it, they can get another job the next night. Yeah. If they get sacked, they can have another job the next night. If they get fed up walking up and down the stairs, they can just go across the road and get another job somewhere else. Yeah. Every bar is looking. So basically, they have all the power to break it down easily. Yeah, they have a lot of power. They can just go, oh, well, don't like this, I'm off. There's no like, oh, I really need this job, I've got rent to pay and I might not find another job. There's so many out there that they can just go, I'm a bit fed up of, doing the stairs and that. I'm going to go to another one, or I'm gonna if you don't like it, I'll just go and make cocktails down there, or I'll go and serve food down there. So they've got so many options that they sort of have a lot of the power, if that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah,
What we do
we've
is
learned and adapted, and
we make a good working environment for them. Give them the plenty of breaks, give them the days off that they want, everything like that.
a lot of the team are friends as well. They see each other outside work and stuff like that, which is nice.
Yeah, which is lovely, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a steep learning curve. I knew it would be tricky, but I didn't think it'd be that tricky, but it was. But we're getting there. But every bar is the same. Every bar's like always keeping an eye out or looking for people, and it is tricky.
Yeah. And I look back to a year ago to now, and I remember the first couple of weeks in here, I was like, oh my God, I was like, I can't do this. It was just chaos, absolute chaos. It was
chaotic.
I was like, is this what owning business is? I was like, oh my God, no. I was like, this is just awful. But as time's gone on, I've streamlined everything. Streamlined stock, streamlined staffs, everything's more streamlined now. The last thing we do need is that speed rail, and then it'll just flow even more.
Yeah, so, we've learned what cocktails work, what spirits work, what don't, what prices work, what doesn't. And our prices are still the same since we opened, basically, because they work. They're right for what we put in them, the effort we put into them, and all the see all the fresh fruit back there. It's all fresh limes, going to be squozing today for the cocktails.
Yes.
Fresh squoze and lime, not cheap bottled stuff you can buy in. And we've done a few various different little fun offers and stuff as well.
Which
along
is
the
great.
12 months.
Everyone loves a little offer, and then we do the loyalty cards, and everyone loves the loyalty cards. And I always ask them, I say, how does that free cocktail taste? Does it taste just a little bit better? And everyone says, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got the loyalty cards, which are, once you've had 5 cocktails, doesn't matter when, so if you get this on say you pop in on one trip, and you get 3 stamps, take it home, and you come back a few months later to Tenerife and get your other stamps, it's still valid.
Yeah.
So 5 stamps, you get a free cocktail of your choice, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So people do love that.
People absolutely love it, because a lot of people tend to stay in the same places during the holidays, so they like to come to certain bars for like certain things. So they go to one bar for the live music, one bar for the cocktails, one bar for the sport.
Yeah.
So they'll come into this bar, and they'll come in a couple of nights during the holiday. So if you're a cocktail drinker, 2 cocktails a night.
Yeah. Easy, fill up a card.
Yeah.
Easy.
So really good, yeah.
Then recently we have added some fantastic sort of entertainment, so to speak. We've got the amazing Jose, who is amazing. He's on 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
3 or 4 nights a week he does, doing the magic at your table. He's brilliant. Everyone loves him. The kids love him. Adults love him. Everyone loves him. He's brilliant. Then we've got Gary J. He does 2 nights a week.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, they're 2-hour gigs as well. So 4 hours of singing he does. Amazing. He's brilliant. He interacts with the crowd. And again, just what we wanted, the right vibe, interactive.
When you get entertainment on, you can't just get anyone in. They've got to suit the bar and the clientele.
Yeah.
So that's what we go for. That's what we've been looking for.
He really suits it. Like Laura's mum and my mum and dad. Laura's mum and dad love him. Everyone enjoys him. He has his wacky shirts on, and he has his banter and stuff like that. Very popular. And then we've also got Cora, who's absolutely fantastic. Lovely Scottish girl. She's brilliant. We're trying to maybe do another night, or let her do a 2-hour gig.
Yeah.
She's brilliant, Cora. She does everything from like 60s right up to now. She does a little bit more of the modern stuff, I would say.
Yeah.
A bit more like Ed Sheeran and stuff like that.
Which people seem to really love as well. They really love like a little something from right now. It's really
and
good,
a bit sort of a bit different from Gary J. So if you come in another night, so they're really, really good, and it's nothing over the top. It's a little hour or so. People love it, and then everyone stays and chats, and cocktails are flowing, and all the rest of it. We're still clinging on at $2.50 a pint of Dorada. You're concerned we might have to put that up to $3 in January, you think?
Because last year we opened up in November, and then in January Dorada said, oh, we're upping our prices. I was like, well, I can't up my prices. So I'm guessing that they're going to do the same again this year. They're going to up the prices in January. And I think I'm going to have to, because I set my beer on the price per barrel, and then they changed it 2 months in.
Well, hopefully they don't. Hopefully we can still cling on at $2.50. We're going to battle with them, and if they do put it up, we're going to battle and say, we go through quite a few barrels. We want a, cheaper rate and stuff, but it's not easy, and obviously costs and everything are going up. So they'll say, well, another 12 months of inflation and costs going up, and
petrol prices going up. The staff need a pay rise.
Yeah, all of that. So they'll go, well, we've got increased costs, so you're going to have to pass it on and not do I mean, even at €3 a pint,
Oh,
it's still
cheap.
cheap.
Yeah,
It's still
still
cheap,
very
but
good price, yeah.
we'll see. We're hoping not to anyway. Don't forget the ones that you see for €1 and stuff, each to their own, but they are lost leaders. They're not making money on €1 a beer. You'll notice the ones doing the €1 a pint and the euro beers, they're restaurants. They want people sitting in the restaurant, making it look busy.
Yeah.
So when people go past and, I might have a bite to eat, they see tables are busy and they think the restaurant's busy. And also they hope, and I think probably 5 times out of 10 maybe, don't know what the statistic would be, but even if like 2 or 3 in 10 that go in for a €1 beer, then stay and have food,
Or
that's
even
where they make the money.
one of them will have a beer and one of them will have a cocktail or a spirit mixer. So
Yeah, you have a few pints, then his food looks nice on the next table.
Yeah.
Oh, that sangria looks lovely. Or if you're going with the kids, you're going to get stung on a Coke or a Diet Coke because they're
Or
extortionate.
we on those, yeah. To
So,
make the money back.
Bear that in mind, that the €1, even $1.50, I always say anything less than €2 a pint is basically a lost leader in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you just can't get barrels that cheap. There's nowhere they were doing barrels that cheap.
No.
So yeah, it is a little bit more of a lost leader. You'll notice restaurants doing it, but each to their own. If it works for them, fantastic. If you want to go in and enjoy them, but just bear in mind, bars cannot do like €1 a pint.
Yeah.
It's just not doable. It's just pointless. Running the glass wash with the cleaner in and everything to clean all the pint glasses, it wouldn't even make anything, would you?
No, exactly. Because running the glass wash costs money because you've got to have. There's a blue fluid. I don't know what that is. There's a red fluid. I don't know what that is. And there's a salt as well, a descaling salt.
Yeah,
So
plus
you've
the
got to
electric.
They're all expensive. They're really expensive to buy. I spent £100 last week on a couple of bottles of it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of money to keep your glasses, and then it's just a lot of money to keep things working right and have you having a nice pint glass as well. Yeah,
nice and clean and polished, and the staff stand and polish them by hand after they've been in the glass wash. So it's just sort of a bit of an insight into what it's been like over the last 12 months, but overall it has been amazing. We did way better than we thought we would do. We've been way busier than we thought we would be. Absolutely fantastic. We got the TripAdvisor award. It's been absolutely overall, the sounds are all quite negative there, but overall it has been fantastic, and mainly because of all of the amazing community that we've got here, coming in, chatting with us, chatting about Florida, chatting with other people, seeing tables come together and join together and have a drink, enjoy the singers, have a chat. So overall, despite staff issues and adapting to things and little nitty gritty like negative bits, overall do not regret the decision. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Laura, although she gets tired and does a lot of hours, you love it.
Change it.
No,
Wouldn't change
no
it.
regrets.
I absolutely love being the boss, because if I'm feeling lazy, this is going to sound awful, if I'm feeling lazy, I can just take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I encourage my staff to do the same, so you'll often see my staff just popping out for a little quick ciggy or just having a sit down or whatever. I encourage that as well. I feel like that's really important to do and not put too much pressure on them. When it's quiet, maybe do a bit of cleaning, but not to put too much pressure on them. Absolutely love it. Not having anyone watching over my shoulder, telling me what to do. Love it. So that's
apart from me when I pop in, I'm like, what's going on here?
You pop in and you cause chaos. He causes absolute chaos when he comes in. I'm like, oh my god. You get into, anyone who's worked in a bar or restaurant, any of this industry will know you get into a rhythm, and you know what you do, you know what's going on, and then something happens and you just lose everything, so you're like trying to catch up yourself then. And Andrew is that. He just creates
I come in,
chaos.
I know, it's just like fun chaos. I normally come in with like sweets or food or...
Oh yeah, then we'll go,
and then
woo! And everyone goes, oh, food, sweets, and everyone just goes crazy.
And then I make sure I chat with all the girls, check they're doing all right, check if they need anything.
Yeah.
I'm always around and about. The other thing you notice is, and a few people comment about it, that you're always in here and I'm not, and you're always grafting. I think some people think that we have this big chain that goes on your wrist, and I tie it round that bar there, and you're like chained to the bar.
I choose to be here, and when we started this, it was for me to run. It was for me to work in it, me to run, and our businesses are different. So for this business to work, it has to be open and you have to be in it. Andrew's, you can be open half the time and be at home doing emails.
Yeah, even though I'm not at home, but yeah.
You can be sitting on the couch doing emails on the couch, I physically, I can't save a pint from the couch.
No.
So that's why I'm in here so much, because that's the nature of a bar. Whereas Andrew's business is different, so he can pop out, do a live.
It's a lot more out and about, and airport runs. I can't be in here when I'm driving a car to the airport and stuff like that.
Our businesses are completely different, and the way they run are completely different. I always knew that coming into this, it was going to be long hours, long days.
Yeah.
But
and then you come home from work, I'm in bed asleep already usually. Then I'm up and out at 8 in the morning. You're then asleep till like 12 sometimes, 12, 11, 12.
11 at the latest.
11, 12. So,
12.
you know, while Laura's sleeping, I'm working. While I'm asleep a bit earlier, Laura's working in here. It does overlap a little. Yeah, it evens out. We both, not that, we don't need to, you know, explain ourselves, but I think some people do genuinely wonder how it works, and that's how it sort of goes. And a lot of times I'll pop in, and if it's busy and Laura needs something, I'll go and grab it and stuff like that.
So if I need something desperate, like
sometimes I'm out and about, and then Laura will be like, need ice, and I'll bomb it to the supermarket, bring the ice in. Yeah, or food and stuff like that. Don't forget we've got the dog at home as well. So while Laura's in here, Laura can't obviously walk the dog. That's my responsibility each day, to get the dog out.
I'm the official dog snuggler.
Keep the home in order and everything like that. So it's all even. It is all even. And I pop in as much as I can to say hello to everyone as well, even just to pop in and quickly say hello. I'm always trying to pop in each day. I'm always trying to pop in just to see people and say hello and have a chat and talk about Tenerife and that. But yeah, overall it's been a very, very busy year. Everything's holding up very well. Big learning curve with the staff. I'm sure obviously that there's probably still plenty of staff things to go on in the next year or so, because
the learning curve of being the boss anyways, because like I'm now in charge of the stock. So I'm like, okay, so I don't want to order for that day because I don't want to be here at 9 in the morning, so I'll order for that day and then I'll order this for the same day. And I've streamlined the ordering system now, so I have most of it all coming on one day. So it all comes in on one day, pay it all out on one day, I do macro shop on the same day, I try to. So like, I have that one busy day with everything chaos, and then the rest are just working.
Yeah.
So it's again learning how to streamline the orders, and I don't want to go to me suppliers, can just bring me 2 bottles of vodka down. It's a bit of a waste for them. Bring me 2 bottles of vodka. Say like they've been in Las Americas so more, and they've got to come to me and give me 2 bottles of vodka. So I try and always have what we need and backup as well.
Well, we are lucky. We've got a massive cellar downstairs compared to what other bars have, so we can really stockpile. Apart from like fresh fruit and things, but like what Laura was saying with vodka there, we can afford to go, right, bring us 15 bottles of vodka, and we've got shelf space for it. So we're quite lucky with that. We can stockpile.
A brand new big fridge for downstairs. So when we got this,
is it in place yet?
Yeah.
Should we go and see it?
Yeah.
Let's go and have a quick look at the new fridge. We've got loads of tidying up to stuff and do. This is the morning, by the way. So, well, I said afternoon. We're now on about 1 o'clock. So we've got plenty of bits to do before we open. The staff are due in at 3 o'clock. Oh, nice. So there we go. We've got a nice new big fridge. Look at that. They just even brought it on the crate and everything. That's macro for you.
I went, can you help me now? I was like, I'm a girl on you now. So we're going to put the fruit down there. There's plenty of fruit down there. That's what I want. And everything, backup for everything. So we've got all our big wines, our nice expensive carvers, our rosé carvers and our small. And then the strong one's going to go in there.
And you can see the stockpile we have of like Coke and things. Some of the other stuff over there.
So I have it all done. So if we have a crazy busy couple of days, we've still got plenty more to.
Yeah, so we have got a big cellar down here, but yeah, I like the new fridge.
I know, nice, isn't it?
I mean, the likes of that, so you're working really hard saving up, and then you have to constantly be reinvesting. So we've done very well, but we've constantly been reinvesting in.
This isn't cheap.
No, well, how much was that? We'll be honest, you can look it up anyway. How much was it? Ooh, hey. How much was that?
It was just under £1,000.
Just under £1,000 for a fridge.
Yeah.
So you constantly, the first year, we're just constantly be investing, trying to improve the bar. The little fridge we had was rubbish. We've now got a real nice stock here. We'll help out the staff. You're definitely going to, on the busy nights, have nice cold beers, cold carvers.
Yeah, because if we get say like we get a Magnus drinking in, we've only got space upstairs for 4 Magnus, and a little fridge, we only had space in there for 4 Magnus.
And the little fridge wasn't even keeping them that cold.
So
no.
That's 8 Magnus, that's 2 men, or 3 men, they're gone. So you're rushing, put them in the freezer, and I hope you don't forget about putting the freezer.
Yes.
So now, I mean, look at all the bottles of Magnus.
Nice big fridge.
If we go through Magnus, we go through Magnus.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got plenty of
Dorada, Heineken,
and
then again we can put the fruit away properly, and the fruit might last a bit longer as well. We might be able to get a bit more fruit to last a few days. But yeah, it's just constant reinvestment and like that. The fridge now, what else did we bought? All kinds of fan upstairs. It's been constant little bits, hasn't it?
You're
trying to
always
improve
doing the first
it.
year is like the biggest expenditure, and then you'll have a couple of not so expensive years, and then you'll need another expensive year to do the major stuff.
Yeah, big refurbs every few years, bit of a big refurb, but we'll keep touching up the paintwork.
Repaint everything, refix everything that gets broken.
Yeah.
So so there's the old...
there's the old little fridge. And that came with the bar, but it served its purpose for 12 months, but it was definitely time to move on and improve.
The heat that came off this fridge was unreal. We couldn't keep any stock on top of it because it was just too hot.
Wasting electric, it wasn't really cooling anything, it was rubbish. But
it served its purpose.
It did okay, but it was definitely time to move on. So again, you've got to save up a bit, and then you can, get stuff like that put in constantly, trying to improve everything. Well, there we go. I think that's pretty much the whole update done. We'll head back upstairs and round off, but that's pretty much where we're up to. If you do have any sort of questions or recommendations or anything like that, let us know in the comments. If you've noticed anything, or there's anything you think we should change or could change and stuff. But that is what I liked about the design, is we can change these walls anytime we want. So I'm thinking already after 12 months, change, refresh. Yeah, I'm already thinking.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's came in, supported us, and just thank you for all you guys. And this is so friendly, like you said. I said, don't make some friends. They're like, yeah, fine. And we'll whack tables together when we need to, and everyone's really friendly. Everyone chit chats.
It's always a good vibe.
Who've made genuine friends.
Yeah, we don't get any trouble in here, and it's always very friendly and nice atmosphere, good drinks, all the food. But we're always checking. Have you enjoyed the cocktail? Do you like it? Everyone loves them. Yeah,
because we've had that a fair few times. Oh, I got it and I didn't like it. I'll say fine, I'll change it.
Yeah, we just change it straight away for something else, or...
Yeah, that's really important. So I always try and do check back straight away in case to go, I chose it because it sounds nice, but I actually didn't like it. I'll go fine, I'll change it. And
you always make sure you're happy with everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's where we're up to. If you do have any other questions, let us know. But yeah, we'll continue to stride on with the bar. It has been absolutely excellent this year, so thank you all very much for coming down. So much more to come next year as well. There's a few different little plans, and we'll keep trying to improve things, constantly reinvesting and doing different little bits and bobs and keeping it nice for you all. Definitely need to crack on with some painting though. Yeah. Tell you what, we only did this about a month ago. Obviously with the colour you choose, if you go bright like that, it is a colour that gets stinked up quite a little bit. But
certain scratches you can't clean out, certain marks you can't clean.
It won't take me long, take me about an hour, but yeah, it's constant every month or so, touching up with the paint, getting the paint out. But yes, thank you all very much. Do let me know in the comments what you think. If you haven't followed Buddies on TikTok, we do TikToks on Buddies as well, so showing all the different cocktails, what's going on with the bar, the atmosphere and things. Instagram, Facebook as well, do go and give us a follow, Buddies Bar Tenerife. I'll leave the links to those in the description. Do make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. If you want to see this bar get transformed, back from an old wooden battered thing, tiles ripped up and everything, there is the whole renovation playlist on the channel. But thank you all very much, and stride on to Buddies.
Bye guys.